Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mitchell here. Welcome to Man Forward. I appreciate all of you being here. This channel is about us men, right? For men, all about men. Not toxic masculinity, no. This is for men, for real men. So what do I mean by that, real men? We have 3 rules we go by on this channel. 3 rules, okay? They're real simple. First rule is do not let yourself down. I'm going to address that direct issue later on in this video here. Number 2 is help those who need it, whether they ask you to or not, right? At least offer us. Number 2. Third one is be tenacious towards your goals always, okay? So this is going to be more than a channel. I'm going to start it off as a channel, but pretty soon we're going to move to a community. So what does that mean and why am I doing that? Because I see so many channels on here that don't have that connection. I have another channel actually that doesn't have that real connection. This is about men. You know, we need to know what we're doing. We needed to talk sometimes. We need to communicate, to support each other, to be there for each other, right? We need to share what men want to share. It could be anything from love to finances to finding jobs to money, whatever. We need to be together as a team and come together as a team. Look at the image on this channel here. You'll see the men coming together on nights on horseback. That means a lot to me. Yeah, it's a little bit romanticized. I get that part, but the concept of us guys coming together, helping each other out, talking about things, you know, across the ages, you know, from the 18 on up, you know, it doesn't matter about that, right? Each one of us, each one of you has something to share with somebody else that's of interest. We can collaborate on things, you know, communicate with each other. You know, we got so many things we can go with this channel, but we're going to go beyond this channel and go to a community. We're going to start a community in school, which we'll probably do at the end of the month here. We're going to go to school and we're going to really collaborate, okay? Because when I say to you guys that it's time we have something for us, I see these channels out there that are very hyper masculine, you know, and I'm not here for that. I'm a military vet, ex-military policeman, you know, I have a brown belt in Kempo, so I'm masculine. Oh, there we go, great, right? I don't need to prove that to anybody. But what we do need to prove to ourselves, right? You got to prove to you, I got to prove to myself, we don't want to let each other down. We don't want to let ourselves down. So let me give you an example. When I was in the military, and it was pretty tough. Boot camp was rough, right? So boot camp was tough. Then we went over to military police boot camp or training camp, whatever they want to call it. That was rough, okay? The boot camp I was in the Air Force was a joke, okay? But the boot camp for the military police, we were trained by Marine DIs. So it's a whole different situation. That was real, right? And I remember one guy, his first name was Brian, and he was older than us. We were like all 18. He's like 24, so he was the old man of the group, right? Old man of the flight. See, they call them flights in the Air Force. 44 men is a flight, so there are flights. He was the oldest guy in the flight, 24. But he was already married. You know, he had a kid on the way. And so for him, the military was like a last option, I guess. So he joined at 24. And I remember every night he would cry in his bed, and we're kind of dumbfounded, really. We were just kind of like, this guy's crying in his bed. So because I was squad leader, I was squad leader for 2 weeks and 1 day. I remember this. It's part of the game they play with you too, by the way. They give you this great achievement of squad leader, right? And then 2 weeks later, they take it away for no reason. It's just to play with your mind. But at the time, I had no idea what they were doing. All I knew was that I lost my squad leader, right? But anyway, I was squad leader when he was crying upset every night. So I tried hard. I really did, guys. I tried hard to make him, come on, Brian, we can get past this. Come on, we can do it, you know, just another few more days before you see your wife and your child, you know. What happened though, 4 days later, he broke down. He couldn't do it. He had an episode, shall we say, and then he got washed out. Washed out means you don't make it. You go home with, I think it's under honorable discharge. It wasn't at that time. It wasn't dishonorable. It was discharge under other reasons, you know. But anyway, it was not a discharge under dishonorable. It was another reason. Hey, you guys who are vets out there, remind me what that was down below, please. I would appreciate that. Side note, I work all day long. I've got a full-time career, so sometimes I'm a little tired, right? But you guys, you know, hold me accountable too to make sure I don't let you guys down with my videos, okay? That's how we do it, okay? But I promise you I won't. I've been doing it for 3 years already, so I love doing what I do here. It's really fun for me. So anyway, guys, so Brian got washed out. He went home to his wife and child. So here's the deal. So some 30 years later, right? I'm an old guy, I've been around for a while, right? But some 30 years later, about letting yourself down, right? Remember I talk about letting yourself down. I can almost guarantee that Brian is sitting there in his room sometimes think about, I let myself down. So you're probably thinking, Mitch, what do you mean by he let himself down? Because here's the deal. He fell down, okay? You ever have that guys in life where you fall down on your face, right? And you're in that mud, and you can feel it, you can taste the nastiness of it in your mouth, and you're surrounded by mud. Now the mud represents the hardship you're in. It's not the literal mud, but the hardship you're in, right? And that mud's all around you, you can hardly breathe, it's taking you over, and you feel it all around your body. Now Brian had that choice at that time. Let the mud overtake him. Oh, can't move and give up, right? Or Brian could have said, you know what? Guys, help me. Guys, help me. And we can help him pull him out of that mud. That's what my channel is about today. It's not about toxic masculinity. It's about real men coming together to help each other out. I'm going to move you guys from here, this channel, to a nice little community pretty soon. And in there, we're going to get to know each other. You're going to get to know me. I'm going to get to know you. You're going to get to know each other. Because that's what's important, is this community we're going to have. And that's why I'm doing this, because I really believe I have a lot of things to offer to you, a lot of stories, a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to talk about. But I know you have a lot of stories to tell me as well, right? So I want to start this off right. One of my biggest challenges was getting through my Air Force law enforcement boot camp. That's a big challenge for me, okay? That's back in the day, of course, right? I want you to let me know, from 18 to 28, that's that 10-year span, 18 to 20, if you're younger too, it's fine, but 18 to 28, tell me what one of your biggest challenges was, okay? And let's start off that way. You guys, I'll see you later for the next video pretty soon. Probably tomorrow or the next day at the very latest. So you will see I do a lot of producing videos. I keep my word. I make things happen. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy you guys are here as well. Take care. This is Mitch. Have a good day, and don't let yourself down. Bye-bye.